Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to you all from Team of Embrace. Miss Grace, you can take over.
Yeah, Hindu, thank you. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Now I would like to talk about Embrace. Embrace was started as an open community for mothers by mothers. The vision is to form a supporting community that offers services and knowledge base to parents and children with special needs in an efficient manner. We are a team of special educators, counselors, psychologists, ABA therapists, occupational therapists, and many professionals as volunteers. Now, coming to the services offered by Embrace. We are offering free counseling sessions for parents of special needs children, then webinars to parents and professionals, and other resources and informations. Now, let me hand it over to the resource person. Thank you.
I would take immense pleasure to welcome our resource person today. She is Miss Gayatri from Chennai. Just give me a moment.
No issues.
Yeah. Her
I'm
educational
Mrs. Gayatri.
qualification, yes, Mrs. Gayatri. Her educational qualification is she has done her BSc in Nutrition and Dietetics from University of Madras. She has a diploma in Advanced Montessori, B.Ed from Lucknow University, and M.Ed from Coimbatore University. She has done a foundation course in LD and MSc Counseling and Psychotherapy by Tamil Nadu Open University. Her working experience is enormous. She is a KG teacher, Silver and Springs Inclusion System Primary School, Chennai, special educator, Silver and Springs School, NIOS coordinator from VXL Education Trust from 2015 to 2019, NIOS consultant in MP Anand Mat School, Chennai from 2019 to April 2020, freelance consultant since May 2020. Her other achievements are really appreciable. She has taken classes in Tamil Nadu Open University for LD course, honorary work in State Resource Center, Santhom, educational consultant Sai Krupa Special School. She conducted workshops in Tamil Nadu Open University on learning disability. She is a consultant SDS Institute of Behavioral Science, Chennai. She has consultant diploma in elementary education NIOS board, and she has got awards like the Immaculate Award, the Center for Training English for Corporates, honored as a best special educator in 2015, and she has honored as the best special educator by SSA Tamil Nadu in 2016. She has done a lot of teachers training and also training for parents, wrote Tamil version of study material for diploma courses in special ed. And if I tell, it is never ending. Her main motto is like no child is left behind. A warm welcome to you, Mrs. Gayatri. Please, you can take over.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, man. Embrace team, I'm so glad that you are doing a very good service. And being a part of Embrace, I'm so happy. I'm glad. My dear parents, my dear special educators, I'm also in all you. I'm not a special person. I'm not a very professional person. I'm just passion in children. Okay. So this 1 hour is not enough for me. So we will go quickly with I don't want actually the PPT is for just for the glance, but PPT is not for this vocational guidance because when I see the queries of all the participants, I'm still working on last 2 days. I worked with lot of NGOs, lot of government aided, and lot of we have still more to work on with your queries. We will start up like what is the type of disabilities, what is we crossed all these things. Okay, so we are in that change, the time of change. So in this pandemic situation, still the Embrace is doing an excellent job. Yeah, they are giving counseling, they are searching for the professionals, they identify the professional, they are identify the problems of the parents, and as of Embrace training. Over to me. I'm so glad, thankful for all the participants to be with an hour. Any doubts, you please contact Embrace team. Please, we will move it forward. Okay. So nowadays, I saw a lot of parents, they need what is my next step? What is my next step? But what is the first step you kept with your child? So main thing, most of the parents, when I see, and when a lot of the professionals also handle this, the ADLs, daily living skills, it is not only for the brushing or day-to-day bathing, it is also included the independent walking, independent movement from the street to next street, okay, from out of the house. That is also the main ADL. So, but this we what the it's a wrong notion. Lot of people thinking ADLs only for cleaning the hygiene, personal hygiene, etc. No, whatever the child has to identify from their house from the road, that is also one of the ADL. Okay, so it is particularly challenging to prepare these type of curriculum for these children. Especially, I'm so passionate to do. So my journey is with the vocational stream for these children for their independent living. A lot of especially a lot of things are happening now. There are a lot of community living done by the NGOs, and most of the now that new setup was going to happen after February. So we will take upon. Okay. So at present, what is the main aim of this webinar is what is the vocational skill guidance. A lot of, to be honest, bottling cap to put in the bottle in the proper bottling cap is not a vocational skill. It is just a movement of hand functioning. Okay, whatever you have to bring your child is main need how I am going to put him in the society, how I am going to accommodate in the society. As we are in the responsible, special educators, you have to have they are just rejected from the normal stream of schools, and they are totally against their normal society. So we have to look upon how we are going to motivate and how we are going to bring them, right? We know there are a lot of lags, understood. The social skills are not there, they are unable to have that executive functioning. So this and all we crossed because we are in the vocational stream. So the child has to go for the future. So again and again, you should not grade the same batter. And my daughter is not unable to see, unable to communicate, unable. No, we will have to pull the strength. At present, as an educator or as any parent, you have to take upon the skill, the main strength. It is what I say in 10 in 1, the strength you have to pull. Okay, that part I'm very clear, because again and again you are doing the assessment, you are doing the checklist, you are doing the IQ, that will never give the answer. Okay, so this part I don't want to again and again giving you the same criteria. You do the assessment, you do the don't do. Whatever you understand, you analyze your child, you know the potential. Some of the parents, some of the special educators has given, they are some children are very cooking very differently, and some children are doing the paper cups. Yes, you can proceed, but what next? What is the independent living? This is a vocation skill. But where the child is going to stop, where you are going to proceed, how you are going to proceed. Okay, the in vocational skill, you have to see the normal demographic data, that is a different thing. But in criteria of the individual person, you have to observe the physical skills, the mobility, the hand functioning, the executive functioning, the social functioning, and mainly is the attention. So we have to think of the 6 skill areas. So the 6 skill areas already, it was already everybody has given, but in my part you have to take upon with the each disability. Some children having the hearing ability, little bit the challenging with the visual ability. Some have the mobility of the problem, and some have the social skills. Especially with the when you, I don't want to brand all these kids. First of all, please note, don't brand. My child is like this. They diagnose. That's all. How I am going to take upon. And one more things I have to share. A lot of, I mean, there are little, I mean, some institutes, they are taking challenged children and they accommodate in their engineering unit, and they are doing in an agricultural unit, and some they are doing in an administrative unit. Okay, that we have to find out. Okay, first of all, in mainly the children with the good hand functioning, you can train them in the cooking. You prior, you have to go with the safety skills, and you have to do the orderly manner. Everything you have to take upon. Especially, I will talk each and every skill. Then we will communicate with them. I mean, you have to compare with the vocational skill. Okay. Now, what are the hand functioning? Hand functioning is nothing like this movement. There's no, everything from start from the grip and the grasp. Okay, I want to hold this remote. I have to hold it. I have to hold it pakka. Then only this will go to the next step. Either for the cutting knife or for the vegetable, for the hand movement, there you have to find out the hand movement also. That also you have to identify. Even for I mean, there are a lot of vocational skills. I'll talk about this afterwards. First of all, we will do the strength. Okay, my thing is journey is very different. I will always take the strength. I will never go upon with the problems. Okay, we know their we know their potential. We want only the potential. So you try with your children. So my hand function is pakka. I can do with the vegetable cutting. I can actually paint. I can pack. I can do with the engineering unit. I can do the laundry services. I can train the child for the other purpose, especially painting the car. One boy today morning, actually, he painted his car. Okay, I forgot to take the video. So how I trained this boy, Amina. I started with this. You see the back side. This color is different. No, he painted with the clear varnish. So he started like this. Slowly he started like this. I started training, but you have to have an regular intervals of checking. That is, I'm not telling the checking, that regular intervals of, I mean, some just giving a support. Already the child is against with the normal society. They are coming with the frustration. They are coming with the problems. They are unable to have that. They didn't have the self-worthiness. They didn't have the, I mean, something is absent in that. That is why they are rejected from the society. For that, you should not always tell that. So appreciate whatever you see, the light pink color in that. He introduced that light pink color in that. So what? It is my door only. I accepted it. So this is the criteria. I am encouraging the child with the, I mean, with their strength. Okay. First of all, the hand you opt him.
Hello. Hello, Gayatri.
Any
Hello, Gayatri. Hello. Participants, please have patience. We'll just check on.
they didn't have any formal academics. They didn't have to go with the system. I took, yes.
Sorry for the inconvenience. There is some internet issues. She will join back. Please wait.
Am I audible?
Yes, Gayatri. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
so much.
Sorry. I didn't know. I didn't expect how it was happened. Sorry.
It's
So,
okay.
yeah, my dear participants, I'm sorry. My PPT is first a few slides. I will go with the what are the types of disabilities. So my today's program mainly with the vocational guidance. Okay, so it is for multi-talented children. I will always say it is a multi-talented children. Okay, see till that you keep it into, then I will tell. Okay, before that I have some little bit yeah. That's enough. That's enough. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So vocational training is nothing but you are taking the child's strength to the independent life. So we have already crossed the half the life. So you have to take upon how I'm going to trigger my child's strength. Okay. So first of all, you have to take upon where my child stands. Okay, so this is the vocational, always the vocational, it is you have to design the future for your child. In that you have to, because they are in the wet cement model, so you have to keep your child in the proper placement. That is why you have to go to the proper segment. Like you should not go anybody can do anything. That's not it. It should be properly government authorized centers where you have to take upon the vocational training. Some very little government sectors only doing the vocational training from vocational guidance, vocational assessment. Then you have to take upon your child to the vocational skill guidance. Okay, so vocational training is nothing but like that you have to, you are, if this is not there, that is not there, that is, it is impossible for our children. So you have to keep track on your child's level of execution where your child stands. Okay, next slide. So main, it look up to the child in a different, you have to see that again and again. I'm speaking only with the ability. Either the child is gone in any sector, you have to make their ability strengthen. I'm again and again, so you have to strengthen their abilities, not to see their disability. Okay, next slide. I'm just go through all the participants' queries, but I'm unable to answer all the queries. Okay, so nothing. What the criteria I'm doing is for the successful rehabilitation, it shares just 4 parts. One is your profile, vocational readiness, work readiness profile, assessment checklist, and the job analysis and your work behavior. I categorize into these 4. Before that, what I will do, I will take my this child with the informal assessment with the 4 areas again: hand functioning, communication part, the sustainability of the work schedule progress, and their last is the permanent mobility. This permanent mobility, when I ask something, it should the holistic development, especially when I ask to something, he has to obey me the one word sentence, and he have to go and give it to the that response he has to give. So this is your 4th category, permanent mobility functioning. So after this criteria only I will go into the successful vocational rehabilitation. For that, I will take upon the child's assessment with the training of pre-vocational assessment. In now this at this time I'm unable to explain the pre-vocational assessment and the training. Now I will only concentrate on vocational training. Next is, if next Embrace give another chance, I will talk about the pre-vocational skills. When these four categories is satisfied and the child is able to do the pre-vocational skills, then I will move on to the vocational skills. Next slide. So for this success vocational rehabilitation, I will always go with the functional checklist. Okay, mainly work readiness. When the child is, did with, consecutive 2 years with the regular intervals of training, he is ready for the work. I will go with this skills, and I will make the opportunity, especially in that areas. I already told I took upon the 4 areas. So mobility again, functional academic skills and their hand functioning, and their execution skills functioning level. I will say executive functioning on the whole. I am seeing the executive functioning level of the child. So on that, I will do with the proper areas. Okay, I will give two more some examples in my day. In from my experience, what happens? One child came to me. The girl was, cerebral palsy. I don't want to explain. Her hand functioning left is very good. What I did, I gave training in, when preparing the dough. Actually, she started working on with the packing, okay, and cutting vegetables. It is very difficult when you hold the right and immediately cut like this. It is very difficult for us. But for her, she will do the beans cutting slowly, and slowly I will make her to train in the packing of the packing of these vegetables. And I also created one vocational unit for her for the packing. All the most of the children, most of the buying areas to friends are buying from her. And now she is started a small shop of cut vegetables, and she becomes a little small owner of this shop. She's done, half kilo vegetable, she cut it in 10 minutes, but with the safety measures. So all the pre-vocational skills had 12 assessment checklist, where include the safety, hand functioning, mobility, everything pakka. When the vocational is nothing but the child is ready to work in an outside atmosphere. You have all the especially a lot of professionals are there. Take it the mind. I am going to sit with the child. It is not in the vocational skill. It is all, they are in the pre-vocational skills, right? The vocational stream, they have to be independent. How? With the support. Support will be once in 3 months, once in 4 months, not end up at daily basis. So for that purpose, her name is, now she is 33 years. She came with a lot of issues, behavior issues. Now she is a company owner of one small shop. She is giving lot of cut vegetables. We are buying from her, and also the grinders. Grinding batters, dosa maavu, idli maavu. Somebody is helping her because her functioning is not so good. So she put with she packed that batter and she is selling. So this is one criteria. And second criteria, a lot of autism children, they are unable to go with the academics and basic reading and writing skills. We tried for the agricultural farming. In that, we started working on with the digging, because their functioning is very good, hand functioning, because they have the tantrums, they have that. For that, we are giving an hard. We have started making plowing with the field, with the use of helpers. First of all, in the agricultural farming, it is in the last criteria, but we tried for autism kids. Slowly, with the small farming only, it is not very so big. We started with the 4 kids. So we started slowly. First, we will maintain the land. We will segregate the land. We first ask them to remove remove that small grass. We make them to water. because this executive function, whole body, that they are getting interest because they are in the land, they are working in outside atmosphere. They in for that they are getting some what they are getting some transition, because this autism kids little bit they are in the inner mode, they are unable to handle. For that we started working on with the agricultural farming for set of students, not all students, set of students that will work out very well. We started plowing. Next we have started planting small vegetables. First of all the very tomato, brinjal, lady's finger, and pumpkin. And this side we took upon the another one is lily, a small jasmine, because this are all for grow fast. What is the next attitude? We will make them to pluck. So we are using all the skills, gross motor, fine motor, plucking also this and the attention and the visual traits, everything we are make them for the employment. So when we do the orderly manner, so they are stored slowly inculcating in the timetable pattern. So this we are giving lot of training. So I will always say, when you keep the nail means you will, what nail? It's awning we will tell. When you keep the nail idle, it will go in rest. Like this, even our brain, when you keep idle, something we will think about, that people is not nice, this people is not nice. So we have to give training on these children to strengthening his abilities, right? So these are all off job training we are providing the children. Then slowly we inculcate the training we are plucking, and we are also teaching some set of children with the functional academics, where the child is able to understand what is the value of money and weight. They will pack some set of children will pack the vegetables. So we do accordingly. So this agricultural farming is such a wonderful skill for this autism kids, where I experienced a lot. I also work with them because I am unable to work consecutive 2 hours, but these children work for 4 hours. With that, we are giving a regular intervals with their what we will give reinforcement, we will encourage motivation, we will give because when we go for the farming we will give proper snacks, proper. So when I sit, you have to do the functional academics. After the target only, we will give snacks. So these children, they will like to do the farming instead of doing the academics, right? So this is the main we will concentrate on. I mean, in my experience, I'm telling, and also next is the what I thought of. I made the some set of mentally retarded children. They are trainable. The IQ of in your language, the IQ of 60 to 70, 50 to 70. I mean 60 to 70. I made as a group. I made them for the house cleaning purpose. In Mandavali, in Chennai area, I prepared around about 5 to 6 sets of students. I prepared them for the regular mode of house cleaning with the supervision. Okay, that I'm giving some little bit of training for these children to give the employment. In big area, big standard and all, I am unable to do. What the small units I am taking. Some parents need some guidance. They are unable to give upon with the other units, because the paying of to the vocational guidance and all, it is very become a business. I'm sorry to say. To be honest, I have to say there are a lot of rejections in the even in the vocational units. And there is no proper setup of vocational training in anywhere in India nowadays. The awareness is coming more. So like freelance, like me, lot of they are taking as a passion. They are doing for like these children. We are helping whatever I can do. Even I am a human, so some I can give some extended support. Okay, so for this type I started working on with these children, and now around about 7 set of children students I mean, I am very clear in my statement also. 80 after 18 years only the vocational trend is going on. So 14 to 17, I will train and the pre-vocational skills. Number 18, before 18, when I take, it is an offense in China, in India, even anywhere in the world. Okay. So I do with the small guidance because normally this vegetable cutting, this laundry and all, it's regular pattern, phenyl making, soap making, candle making, everything this pattern is same. Why can't you go further little down? So I'll try with the agriculture farming, house cleaning purpose, everything under supervision first of all. Mind it, all the categories. When the child comes to me, I will observe. It is all depends on the educator also, professional also, how I am training my children. Okay, it is all what you prepare one strength, then you have to move to the next criteria. You should not make the cutting is the first support. You have to prepare them for the packing purpose. You can give alternate something. You can arrangement of structure. And lot of children we make them to also to train, especially with the learning difficulty children who are all unable to go with the academics. I place them in the petrol bug because this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, it is very easy for them. So according to the employer also, this employment was also given. According to the child, we will have a regular session of counseling. So whatever maybe we are giving with the full support, backup support, with the proper assessment, with the proper training. Next slide. Thank you. Okay. So I will give this all my checklist areas, how I am dealing with the children. First, I will take the generic skill assessments and also the personal skill. They know children have somewhere the even the society is having some. I don't want to blame any schools or something. Somewhere the difficulty becomes a disability. They are the emotionally disturbed children are also there. In my experience, one child has lost the parents in front of them. Immediately with this, he is emotionally disturbed and he did not speak for around about 2 years. What the immediately one assessment, I don't want to blame any other, sorry. In his assessment, they diagnosed with MR, he didn't have a speech clarity, he is deaf and dumb. I'm sorry to say, when the child comes to me, for 1 month, I also, giving a slow, still slow, because he saw the death of the child, parents in his, very direct. So I slowly, cultivate the motivation spirit. Now he finished the 10th and he is pursuing for 12th. So imagine the difficulty and the disability you have to very, it's like you are standing in a knife point. Next is the communication and the school behavior. I will always take with the previous behaviors. And I have to take upon the functional academics and safety skills, mobility and the hand functioning. Finally is the occupational skills. So these are the common skills, checklist areas I will do with the children, and this also followed in the NIPMED XLHD. These are my job related areas. How I am going to train this, with the examples I will tell. I will selected the job for the child with my assessment. I will give them exact training how I am going to, even in supervision and communication, everything comes in this. Okay, and I will take upon one. So when even the file handling, there are a lot of things. You can file, you can clip a file, you can arrange the file. These are all the selected areas. So I will pick up the job main areas and job skills, especially function. What is functional academics? It is nothing but it's a common basic reading, writing, math skills. Especially when the child is born, when she saw the board of the company, he has to understand this is my company, I'm where I'm working. He has to tell. So this even functional academics is again is a vast area. Then even again requesting embrace, we can go with one more webinar for you. Yes, I'm ready to give. Next is the main criteria is the behavior, because the child is not going to school or child is not going to any recreation, but they are going to work. So everything comes under this behavior. What is his sustainable attention? How we are going to move upon? How is his attitude? How he is working in this area? What is his job strength? So these and all they have to observe in the behavior matter. Then is the recreation. How I am going to give the breaks for him. How I am going to sustain the positive behavior according to the recreation I will plan. Then finally, the independent living, training strategies, and ongoing assessment. This till in my I have 50 children, 50 my darlings I trained. Till I have my full assessment checklist about each and every child by name, I can give what is his present level. So the next slide, ma. This main professional's strength is how I'm going to go with my child, how I'm going to train the child with the next. And one more thing, I also, tell one child I have trained for the hostel warden, and he literally, you also, even I can also go according to the hierarchy. I should not go, you are my student, no, I can go and see, no. You have to meet according to the hierarchy. In that, they are very strict on to their systematic pattern. So there are a lot of opportunities. Already it is there, but some more we are created. File management, clothing, especially in one small shop. I sent or two kids for this. One day for clothing, actually just for arrangement, and some they are in the criteria of ironing also. So grocery shop, it is regular paper craft. Paper craft is nothing but paper bags, lot of paper bags we are sending to the medical shop. Every Sunday it will happen in my house. I will never throw the Hindu or any newspapers to old paper walas. I will make my child. Around over 10 kids, they will come. They will do the paper bags for the medical shop and they will earn. Okay. Plumbing, carpentry, engineering side, and the gardening. These are the some opportunities we created, and there is nothing but you have to go with the. This is your vocational path where I found this is my small checklist. I will always do the required readiness. How I'm going to do upon. Today is actually Saturday. Tomorrow, when you want video, I will also send the video. One boy will do the gum. He will prepare. So that is my required skill. That skill I will make him to do. And eye-hand coordination I will do. And I will also do the ability to follow the instructions. And it should be a proper vision. This is all you have to check with the children, each child. Because the time is very less, I'm sorry to say. So these are the main pattern where I'm working on with an awareness and symptom of if the child is not able to work, that also he has to tell. In that also in the communication pattern, I will also do with this. Okay, some children have little bit fits and all with silent fits. That also the child will able to come and sit with me and he will hold my hands. I will make him to pat. I will take him to the rest area. So this pattern and all we are having. Then the normal hearing we will do. All the criterias, all the types of disability. I won't take disability. It is a challenging. We will take upon each and every small area we have to do. And last is the functional academics. Even though the child is not gone through the academics, I will make them strengthen in the, at least by his name, his father name, his for telephone number, at least that and all, we will make it as a keychain pattern. We will keep it in a bag. I ask the name, he will say name, Charan. Then what is your phone number? He will say at least that training we will give for the profound children. Okay, next slide. So this is my path. I traveled. So these are the some vocational stream I did for. This is the lot of in grocery itself. This is having the lot of paths are there. You have to go under this, because grocery is like again vast vocational skill. In this, you have to go with the grocery selling pattern, packaging unit, cooking unit, pre-preparation helpers, cooking unit helpers, and serving helpers. In this, each one is your vocational talent skill. And one more I forgot to tell, a famous leading cook for a big level of marriage functions. He took upon 12 candidates of autism. He put on in his team. He took all this one category. My children, they are in his unit. Okay, I forgot to tell. I'm sorry. So this is also one criteria where even lot of awareness is coming, but still we have to come actually. So 1 in 100 they are giving like this, but I want at least 50 to give like for our children. Okay, next slide, ma. This is one grocery file management. You can make it as a library helper because they are very systematic. All our children, they are in Chennai. When you come to the Ramakrishna library, there are 4 children of mentally retarded. They will do the library helping. Okay, for that, my sir, my guru has helped in this. These 4 are around about 40 years. They are still working in the Ramakrishna Madam library unit. And you can go as an administration helper, Xerox helper. So these are the categories of vocational stream where I also, when the child comes to me, I will also always tell the parent, you prepare your own unit for your child. Don't wait for others. We will give the support. You try to accommodate your child. I will always, my Taraka Bandra is like this. You become an entrepreneur. Why you are searching for other skills, other units? You try your own own unit and become a royal entrepreneur. Okay, next slide, ma. These are the some vocational skill. I'm giving you just an idea for that. I'm not also so I from my experience from for my children, I am giving this. You can also take in the textile. You can use in the helpers like showroom, tailoring unit. Apart from that, I am again and again telling, I am giving the pre-vocational skill training. Then only I will lead the children to the vocational training. This saree, this blouse was stitched by my student. I'm so happy. Parvala, it's okay. And this is so loose, but okay. I'm accepting. And this part, that is why I wear a saree. This part here, one boy is stitched for me because you see the color difference. That is okay. He did it. Okay, each and everything you can, that what I am from my vocational skill, I am the children are trainable. No child is left behind. Again and again, I'm telling this the same pattern. So you have to have a little bit patience to work on with these children. Okay, so see the small, it's okay. Parvala, what is this? It is all coming. I'm least bothered because I'm only going to wear, no. But see the skill, they are doing it. That is the main pattern you have to take upon. This blouse was stitched by one girl with a mentally retarded. She's the helper. Actually, she did the buttoning part and all. It's chalega. What else? It is everything is closed. No, that's the main pattern. Next slide, ma. So others, next slides. Paper craft, paper bags. Is a lot of jute bags. It came. I forgot to bring. This is my unit of. I will teach this. I forgot this file was done by one child to me. See this pattern. See, it's okay. This writing and all I did. So this pattern of book he did for me. So this is the main. I will make use of my children. I will always tell. I will make the child to done. Okay. See this pattern of book. So it's okay. He's unable to put the knot. It's okay. You do whatever you want. No, he put it like this. Okay. He's unable to put the bow. That's okay. Whatever. I'm using it. Nobody is going to tell, oh, and all. This is for me, for my purpose. I'm helping him. So I'm helping in the file management for doing this punching. The punching also is a great task for me. So that also I did for my children. So punching also it should have a proper leveling. Everything is the pattern. And one boys did this for me. I gave the pattern. I gave he did for the he took the print for me. Okay, print and he did the file for me. Next slide, ma. So everything I make prepare use of my friend. I already explained this gardening. You can also use your garden. You can make a terrace garden for me. Terrace garden in your house. So this boy is again with the in the hotel management. I made them for the is usually this pattern he is always do like this. I will make him to work on it. So this is the pattern. He become a hotel chef. I'm so proud that he is now under a very good. Without my guidance, he is working like this. So I took. I don't want to name him. So he is very happy. See, two boys. They are in the hotel. I don't want to name them either. He is in the what I say, the clothing unit and laundry session, and also one is the room supervisor helper. Okay, so this and all they are doing it. I am glad I can train this child, and the parents gave the opportunity. Okay, so this is the main idea of vocational guidance according to my experiences, and also I saw a lot of queries. Next, that's all. I think so. The slide is over. I think so. Okay, other types vocational I did for this. I made it in the areas of typing. I also used to give the in mails also. I will make them to add and subtract. I will make them to do the Excel sheets. Everything also comes in the main area of what I will do. I mean, what I am saying was um, in the area of, sorry, computers. I'm sorry, I forgot the computer name. So I will also make them to work on with the Excel sheets. I asked them to type in the letter for me. Everything they did. This also the pattern. This, see, the flow chart model. This also I created. I draw it in the paper. He did it for me. So whatever I can, yes, I train. Yes, I can do it. Okay. So whatever you want. So see this typing, it's okay. No issues. He took a Xerox for me. Somewhere little bit little bit this ups and downs are there, but you have to still remember my child is differently challenged. You have to take upon some area strategies I gave in the file management. Next slide. What is the next unit? It's a plumbing unit again. Plumber. We can use as of assistance job. Plumbing, carpentry. Carpentry is already in the vocational skill unit where it is not properly using it, but we are giving a training unit for this plumbing and carpentry now. It is little bit difficult because the hand function should be very pakka. So now we are training, in carpentry, around about three students are there, still more to go. Okay. An engineering unit around about in Nasik, my brother is taking around about 120 children of autism. That children was trained in that engineering unit, especially for fixing bolt and nuts. Everything it was trained. Okay. Next slide.
That's it.
That's it. I will never go with the PPTs because PPT will only for you because my journey is still continue. I'm not going to. I didn't stop. So whatever like from the query of the participants, yes, still a lot of things are unanswerable, but still I'm working on it, and a lot of initiatives are we are getting from the government. We will have, don't worry, we will succeed. But my personal request, why can't the parents be what they create, why can't, when group of parents like Embrace, they can bring vocational stream, vocational setup for the children. Why can't join the hands? I will also. I am ready to help on you. That is not the big thing. So I am giving some inputs as an individual, like parents, like special educators. Why can't you form a group and you can take it forward? That is my skill. That is my request. That is not my question or time. That is my request. Be as a professional ready to help. See, even for one child, I did like this only. First of all, I took a one book. I will work on it like this. This is the pre-vocational skills. See, I will prepare. Yeah, are you or it is all visible? So
Yes, yes.
everything, yeah. What are all the brands there? What is his favorite dish? Everything, grocery. When I want to put yes, and this is my communication. He is going to temple. When I say, Charan is going to temple. So I will give like this a pattern of is going to the park. In nearby park, I will do it. Everything somewhere you have to work on with the visual basis. So I will one for and also I forgot to tell one boy with the difficulty learning disability. He is putting papers and he becomes a owner of the paper shop. He put a store in the Mandavali shop. He doesn't know how to read and write. He is very good in functional academics and now he becomes a paper owner. So for him only, I will make this for the functional academics. Some children will like with the cartoon means I can teach from here itself. Everybody will understand the cartoon. Network channels logo. From here we can take the with the academics. See, so this I will make one girl. I will name her. She eats. What are all she will eat. So for that I did like this. This is one part I kept. My whole book it is there outside. So here I make them to this is where discrimination part from known to unknown technique. I will make them to identify what are all the things I will make them to point out also for the non-verbal kids. From here the searching ability will come because one 10-11 spanner, get the 10-11 spanner, get that bolt and nut. That also we will make it as a pre-vocational skills. So more than vocational skills, pre-vocational skills are more actually. So each and everything I will made as a book. See, these are all the some brands. So I make them to identify. So he likes this Medira cake. That's why he stick like this. So he only stick these pictures. So little bit I will always make them to do. So whatever the functioning, I don't least bother. I'll make them to sit and do. That is my part. Some children will work on with the cards because the turning pages before that I will prepare. These are all the household items. And I will make as a card. I will prepare like this. I will do. I will make them to show each and everything. I ask them to search, and I will take them because in the store you have to pick and choose. For that, I will train like this. Okay. My journey it's very slow and steady. Whatever I know, I just shared my thoughts and my feelings, and still more to go. Any questions, any the
Yeah.
unanswered, please,
Yes,
and
yes,
try to. Yeah,
Gayatri, we
yeah.
have. There is one question. She's asking, my son is 17 years old, LD. We are at
Mm,
Mumbai looking for
mm,
vocational training center which will help my son in actual
mm,
manner
mm,
so that he will be independent.
mm.
So, do we have any vocational centers in Mumbai? Like, you have any contacts or anything like that, Gayatri?
That I will check with my friend and I will come back to you
Yeah,
because she is
definitely.
having the center, but how far she is taking that and all she has to decide. I will check and I will come back to you
Yeah,
surely.
yeah, definitely,
Once
definitely.
I purely saying lot of centers are there, but the expectations from the parent side and the, I mean, other management side, little bit, they're unable to sustain there. That is the main criteria I saw in lot of vocational centers, because most of the trainers, what they do, they will learn from the center. Oh, this is only, I will start one center. Like this, lot of small, small centers came, but everything it is, I don't want to, I mean, give a proper result, but surely I will check with my friend. There are 2 to 3 centers with pakka manner, but I mean, lot of going things are going to happen after this pandemic in a lot of south districts, especially in Theni, Madurai, with the when what the setup, residential setup, they are going to start with the community living. Yes, if there I will possible, I will share with the Embrace the numbers and the emails. And
Definitely.
well-known special educator is going to start. It is with the residential manner.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
I
you
will
so
surely
much.
tell in
It was
Mumbai. I will check with
parent
my
hope
friend
you
and will
got.
come back to you.
Yeah. Parent hope you got your answer. Once we get the response from Gayatri, we will definitely get back to you. And there is a question they are asking: what is the right age to start vocational training?
Yeah, that also I saw that right age. I don't tell right age or right. Whenever the child wants to, I mean, there are unable. Then that I'm not going to so stress on with this. Whenever the child is rejected from the academic society, rejected from the normal society, there is a lag in the learning. So we cannot wait for that. The my child wants to 10, complete the 10, my child wants to complete the 12, where the child is, the level of education is in the first standard or second standard level, the child's age is 14 or 15. We can slowly inculcate with the functional academics, then we will move on to the vocational stream. Then 15 to 17 years is the pre-vocational setup, where the proper I mean, you have to train, because within a day you can't get, I mean, one big boon or big something. It is not like a magic. It is all comes in the training. So vocational train is nothing, where you have to inculcate the life skills from the age of 10. Because and some children, always some parents, I will help him in brushing, I will help him in bathing. That is not perfect. Independence, it starts from the house itself, in from ADS. So there is no vocational training and all. You have to start with the life skills. That is why I'm telling, my part is challenging day to day. Even I told this girl, no, this girl came to me in the age of 28, where she didn't have that toilet tolerance. She will never say toilet. She will go in my center of the hall. I will make her to do wipe the thing. Then I will slowly inculcate the independency in the ADLs. Then only to one. Even you can do small, small household work. Make them to fold the clothes. Make them to cut vegetables. You slowly inculcate these children in the household purpose. Never leave the child alone. You said you don't know. You color it. You see, most of the parents, I should not blame, but because they are unable to manage, they will give immediately the androids. That you don't do. You do with the small, small things. You make them to keep with you and do small, small tasks. You try to inculcate, especially this. My darlings of autism kids, I will, when the some children comes to me, I will make to do the vegetable cutting. They will really do excellently. Okay, especially the beans, that which lady's finger, they will cut it so nice. So all by training, all by you have to inculcate the life skills with the vocational skills. Where the child is unable to go in the, I mean, academic stream, try to help them in the vocational stream. That after your assessment, because I am not a judge, I will never judge or I will never give the judgment. I will always go with the child skills, then we will pertain into the vocational stream or academic stream. Any
Okay.
questions?
Yes, yes, there are so many, Gayatri.
I
Actually,
told the Empress team to give one more session for me. because
Definitely,
mine
if time
is
permits, we can't promise at this point of time. Definitely, we will look
no
for it.
issues, no issues. You just mail it. I will maximum. I will answer the questions.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw
sure, sure.
lot of queries in the mail itself. Lot of they are doing the cutting vegetables. What is my next step? Lot of parents ask this. Some parents ask he did the laundry. He will do the folding. What is my next step? You can most of the in most of the parents I didn't see. I take out from the outing. I never helped in the buying vegetables. I mean, outside exposure, I didn't see in any parent. Even as a special educator, I did for my children. Every Sunday, every quarterly Sunday, I took all the children to beach or something. They will play with the support and of guidance of parents itself. I will take them and let the society will see and society let these people also see the society. They have to mingle. That and all I am not seeing in any parent. That also you have to work on it. Then only the outside exposure, how they know. And you also make them to go independently to buy some things to come back, and you make the child to stand outside and identify your house. You this and all are small life skills with the vocational stream. Okay, when you are going to send your son or daughter to house, how they come back? So you take them the transport, public transport. These are all the type of vocational training. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, into any questions I can also
Yes,
rashly
yes, please. So you mean to say first they have to learn the life skills, assisted
exactly.
daily living, then the life skills, then the parents has to assist them in teaching the identification or
Yeah.
independent mainly.
Yes, yes, yes.
Is it right, Gayatri?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, true, 100% true.
Okay.
Everything, every child is unique. Again and again telling, I am giving a generalization. I am
Mm-hmm.
not going to the deep into because it is all depends on the child. I am giving a generalized topic because this vocational it is not so easy to inculcate one child into one vocation. My this child came into 28 years. I inculcate the vocational training at 33 years only. Now she is 40 years. Now only she is with the main I mean vocational stream. Imagine my training from 28 years to 40 years. Imagine my lifetime of training. It will take time actually. So it all depends on everything with the early identification, early intervention, slowly with the remedial intensive training, then to the vocational stream. So
Okay.
just one cup of coffee, just badak, that is not a vocational stream.
So it's a sip by
Okay.
sip, as you say.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is another interesting question here, Gayatri. How
Yeah.
can parent recognize their child skill to put
Mm.
into a specific occasional training?
True. Excellent question. This question is even I am asking myself because the child is having lot of potentials. One day they will cut vegetables, one day they will be very organized. So it all depends on the mood swings. But again, I'm telling you, there is no proper I mean, there are hundreds of vocational training, but we have very limited. Only 10 or 11 vocational training centers are there for the children. Even in that also, there is no part that suits your child. That is why I'm telling you can also become an entrepreneur. They have only limited bakery, housekeeping, laundry, and last is the grocery, file management, something. So this four training cannot stop the child's potential. You have to identify the child's potential. You have to strengthen the child's potential. It is not a one day child. You have to take them with the assessment. It all depends on the professional's assessment. And okay, then that is why I'm telling you the vocational assessment you have to take upon with the 17 years. Then only you will identify the strength. Then you can go in that area. Okay, there also, to be honest with me, There is no proper vocational center set up in India. It's a sad pity one to tell. Whatever I know, I can inculcate with my children. So it is all depends on the parents.
Mm-hmm.
An answerable correct answer came from me. I'm
Yeah,
100%.
exactly.
I'm not 100% convinced because this question again and again I am asking myself because my child is one child came to me. They are, physically his mobility is not there, but he is very good in computers. But
Mm-hmm.
no organization is taking him. So what I did, I took a lot of college progress, I gave it to him. I made them as an entrepreneur. What I do, the parents are giving support to me because the mobility is not there. No organization is taking. I felt so. I'm not pity. I will never pity. I will do whatever the child wants. That and that potential you have to bring it upon.
Okay.
I am
So,
always
as you mentioned,
embrace one more motto you have to do empowering the parents. That is the most first motto I will always do with these children. Empowering the parents is most important task
mm-hmm.
because most of the Indians we are all emotionally little bit emotional leaders. Why the child is born to me? No, don't take it in the right
Why
way.
me? Yeah.
Take it in a right way. Yes, because I have a talent. That is why the child came to me. You will we will pull upon. See, when I am doing like this, I am accepting this is enough for me. Why can't we as a parent you can accept? So this is nothing. I made him to stitch. Why? Let him do. Let him cultivate that skill. Okay,
Mm.
that is the part you have to take upon. Always, I will tell, don't put your shoes and with your child's legs, and you have to take the child's shoe and put it yourself. So I'm always different. I will I will no go as a normal educator. I will always go little bit. I'm different. I will always view from the child's side.
Yes, yes. And that's amazing to hear from you.
Thank
Actually, in a nutshell, you are telling like identify
you.
the skill set of the child. It's a child
Yes.
specific. Build on it and make it on your own. Am
Yes,
I right?
exactly. Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Even the parent, I ask after you, it is very difficult question because the
Uh-huh.
empowering is the first criteria. I am unable to give a proper setup. I didn't show the proper setup to you because we didn't have the proper setup. That is why I'm escaping from your question. Okay, so you have to identify the potential. You have to point out. That is the main criteria.
Okay. Thank you so much for that answer. There is one query which is asking like, is there a occasional training for Down's syndrome?
Yes, Down Syndrome Society, they are doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
And in my FB page, Aarti Krishnamurthy, she's a Down syndrome girl. She's international swimmer. And a lot of children, Down syndrome children are trainable. They are very good. And one boy, Bobby, I forgot, I'm sorry. He becomes a NIOS trainer, vocational trainer in one of the I forgot that. I'm sorry to forgot that training academy name. He's working there, and lot of Down syndrome children are work. We are working with the children, and Down syndrome already is taken care excellently. So,
Okay.
lot of children are trainable.
Mm-hmm.
And bakers, writers cap. They are having around about 4 to 5 Down syndrome children in Chennai.
Okay. Is
Yeah,
there any occasional training in Kudlur? One
in
of the
Kadalur.
yeah, Kadlur.
Cuddalore. Now this pandemic situation, around about
It's
two to
all
three
closed.
centers, yeah, it is not working.
Okay.
But in Cuddalore, uh, I think so. In Dindikal, we are having one center.
Mm-hmm.
I will check
Dingle.
with that.
Okay. Yeah.
I will check with. I will come back to you. I will give all the details.
Yeah, sure. That
Okay.
will be more helpful because one
Sure,
of the
sure.
parents was
But
asking.
in pandemic situation, around about 20 centers we closed. And in the from we are waiting for the government order to open. So if all the centers are closed, actually, now I'm just we the Embrace has to empower the parents how they are going to work on with their children, because no units are open. That yesterday I got an excellent government order that we are not working. We are not going to work up to January because lot of corona cases are coming. So we are unable to keep the children. So all the units are closed.
Okay, there is a parent who is asking, the child is of 17 years old with intellectual disabilities.
Okay.
So, any occasional training guide for this particular child?
You can use with the computers. You can make them to train in the a grocery. You can give the Xerox copy. Intellectual disability only. No, he can lead a very normal life. You can make what my small suggestion to the parents. No, you like this intellectually disabled kids. You don't keep them in the. You don't see the money. You go and nearest any Xerox shop, any grocery shop, make him to train, ask the people to talk with that employer. Like that we did for two children, because it is my friend's children, she only took upon. That children was send it to one small grocery shop, small Xerox shop, make them to give training. Okay, then we will then the slowly the training, that regular pattern, so slowly they can inculcate in the society. You can take like this. It is my suggestion, it is my guidance only. I am not telling you have to go like that. You can make them for training into work. Okay, 17 years you can be if the child is going on only for training, not for the vocational purpose, make them to allow the child to explore in the environment. You ask that your boy to buy the vegetables. First, you go with the supervision. Maybe you assist him, ask him to buy, ask him to select in the grocery from the grocery shop, and give the. You have to teach the money concept and the time concept. Even though intellectually challenged, you can train him in the functional academics. Day to day education is enough. Ask them to, you can, that is why I did this. You can do with this small things. Six pack. This is for intellectually children only. I made them. So I make them to read Horlicks. I don't want HR. I don't want this Horlicks. Like this, you have to inculcate slow. Nowadays, no list and all, only through Androids. Give that phone, ask him to buy these four things, ask him to give first exact amount, don't get the change, and then you train them in the change purpose. I mean, give 100 rupees, 70 rupees amount, 30, let them buy it 30 rupees. That way, step by step training you have to inculcate with the child, because it is very common for the intellectual children, because they are just having the intellectual problem only. They can sustain in normal life. For that, you have it is again a general concept. When I see the boy with us and the assessment, after the assessment, I can give the strength. Where is his strength?
Okay,
Okay, that is very clear.
okay. Thank you for that. There is one interesting question here, Gayatri. They are asking, is there an occasional option available for a non-verbal autistic child?
Yes, lot of
Okay.
that is why I am giving an agricultural farming. That setup is coming, ma'am. After February, I will let you know that that big setup is coming in South districts in Tamil Nadu. If that it is coming in a big when the once it is open, I will give you the address. Lot of
Definitely. It will be
non-verbal
a
children,
great
they are
help.
working in the engineering unit to do the proper work. Again, it is after assessment.
Okay. Thank you so much. Please do send us that. It will be a great help for our community parents.
Exactly. I will be in touch, even though I am not. You please,
No,
I
no,
will.
no.
We have the numbers. Surely, I will give you the
Yes, that
all
would
the
be great
details.
help.
Whatever you want, I will send you.
Yes.
Because
And
especially, I'm in
yeah,
this field. I will never. It is. I'm always open. Whatever you want, you please ping me, I will help you. That's not a problem.
Definitely, definitely. Thank
Yes.
you so much for your
If anybody
help.
wants to, if anybody in Chennai, please visit to my home also. Yeah, I'm in Mandavali. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, even my Embrace team, please welcome. You come and
Thank you
see
so
me in
much.
Sunday. I'm also
Thank,
giving you a job vocational with my children.
thank you so much.
But I'm
And there
not
is
putting
a
any center because I'm a middle class, typically South Indian. So I will go and I will work in because lot of centers are there. It is idle. So we will go and we will take it off. That is,
mm,
I'm very honest.
okay.
Okay.
There is one question here, Gayatri. They are asking how to enroll for occasional courses.
No need for enroll for you have to go for what vocational course. I can't get that.
They are just giving they have just given that it's an inquiry. They are asking baking and animation, how to enroll for it.
Animation. Okay.
Yes.
Actually, in National Institute of Open Schooling, they are conducting lot of vocational courses for the children. You
Mm-hmm.
can go and see the website. Okay, and I will send you the link there. But now at present again, Corona, they are not conducting a lot of vocational courses. And animation, lot of computer centers are doing it. I forgot is that name. When one famous animation, they are taking the children with disabilities. They are giving training, but they are paying. They are getting so much money. That is why we are not in. And one more famous institute is for disability kids in a computer. That also I will send it to Embrace team.
Yeah, please. The information about the
The
courses
computer
and the
part,
training center.
one team is doing that. I will send. You can also directly
Yeah,
contact
I
them.
will, we will connect to our parents so
Yeah.
that they will get help from it.
Yes. Yes.
And there is another interesting question. A parent is asking, can the occasional training can be done along with school?
If the school permits, yes, because NIOS is giving lot of vocational courses. So
Mm-hmm.
you can we actually we in those days we trained with the vocational subjects only. Especially we did gardening, we did cleaning, we did cooking, everything. A lot of vocational stream subjects are there, was there, not now. But if the
Mm-hmm.
school permits, yes, we can inculcate vocational training for the children also. But no school is allowing because a lot of portions are there, lot of to be honest, I should
Mm.
lot of special
That is
schools are doing, lot of special schools are doing, lot of centers are doing, and like me, lot of freelance consultants with the interest. I'm not telling everybody. By
mm-hmm.
our interest, we are also interchanging our because I have set of vocational train set up. Some has vocational,
Okay.
but yeah, on the whole, we will all go to one day with the Golden Beach, one day with the Marina Beach. We will enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So, like
That
that, we have to form a group.
okay. Okay. Are there any opportunities in government sector for special children?
Yes, 100%. That
And they're
we are
asking.
knocking the doors. We
Mm-hmm.
will get it. Don't worry. We are knocking the. It is there. Lot of actually circulars are there. I told no. It is in the paper. We have to bring it out. We have the resource center for children. We have all the facilities, free facilities, especially OT, speech therapy, everything we have in the state resource center, Sarva Siksha Abhiyan. But no parent is
Mm-hmm.
using that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all the centers, all the government, even in their government sector, government jobs, everything we are having. There we have to follow on some hierarchy. That pattern you have to follow very strict. In that they are very strict on that.
Okay.
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 Hmm.
And there is a question from a parent asking, like, is there any activities that can, I mean, occasional training thing done with minimum motor skill abilities?
Yes, that you have to check. I will check with the child if they sent the assessment to Embrace. I will give the
Mm-hmm.
activity skills. We have four
Okay.
that part. There are again. I'm telling no. This is the activities, the functional academics. Everything is each part. So we have to
Mm-hmm.
sit and work on with this activities, skills, and functional academics, pre-vocational skills, then only vocational skills. Academics is very easy, but vocational is very, very tough. We have 5 parts again.
Okay, okay, okay. Fine, fine. There is another question. Yeah. Even I wanted to ask you this from my side also. They are
Yes.
asking is the occasional training for this occasional training because it has to be done in a periodic way. It has to be done. So, is there a residential schools are required, or they have to put it in a regular? I mean to say in a regular pattern where they follow this training and all those stuffs, Gayatri?
Yes, yeah, yeah, very 100% true. If the
Mm-hmm.
but that is not needed. Residential part is not needed. If you want to
Mm-hmm.
put him in training, they have
Okay.
to follow some patterns
Okay.
because when they go into house, the behavior will change. That is why
Yes.
they are putting in the residential patterns. But
Okay.
in all depends on again with the training. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now that in the Nasik pattern, they are working in the vocational training unit, they will go home. That is also one skill. No, they have to get in through the bus, they have to go home, they have to come back. That is also
Mm-hmm.
one skill we are developing. So, in
Mm-hmm.
that manner, that pre-vocation skill, what we are taking the first part is how to come to school, how to go to home. This is the first part we are doing it independent for independency. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm again telling the truth. There is no residential. I
Okay.
mean, okay, so there are limited. In Madurai, it is having one hostel facility. Again, one starting in South districts. Not
Mm-hmm.
much, around 4 or 5. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
And not
Okay.
for girls, especially only for boys.
Mm-hmm. So it is difficult. You mean to say it is tough for
Yeah, yeah.
girls to
In
have?
government
Oh.
sector, it is not safe. It is not properly handled. That part.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We analyze a lot of things.
Okay. True. I agree with you that one. There is a last question here. What is the criteria to consider when offering a occasional training to a special need children to help to decide which area they have to take it up? For example, housekeeping, management. The main
Hmm.
criteria you have already told us,
Yeah.
like there are four, five
Yes.
criteria.
Yeah.
So we have to go according to that only, or it is again a child specific where the child is, we have to identify the strength and then we have to move on. How to go about it?
No, that is why I told you, the pre-vocation skills. I will put on in all the skill patterns. I will make
Okay,
him for the
identify the
filing.
strength. Mhm.
Huh? Yeah, yeah.
Identify the
For
strength.
identifying the skills, I will put on for 3 months in like the how we are going to first standard, second standard, third standard. I will put
Uh-huh.
on in file management. I will take him in for the cooking. We know the
Okay.
potential now. Once the hand functioning skills we know, no, we will put on which is his strength. I will take
Mhm.
him to that skill where he strengthen is going to the next step. I will make
Mhm.
them that skill to be empowered, then I will
Okay.
take him for the vocational stream.
Okay.
Again, I'm not blaming previous methods and all. They will pour the phenol in the bottle is a vocational stream. No, that is not a vocational stream. That is a
Okay.
pre-vocational stream. Okay, that
Oh.
you have to identify. Occasional is you have to go to the organization, you have to work and you have to come back. Pouring
Okay.
and packing, everything it is done in the pre-vocational unit
Pre-occasion.
is a pakka.
Okay.
You have to
Oh.
arrange it in order, you have to work on with the skills. So
Okay.
bottling, closing the bottle, opening the bottle, that and all, everything is a pre-vocational skills. So
Mm-hmm.
in pre-vocational skills, we will take all the patterns, we will work in
Mm-hmm.
the combination, then we will
Mm-hmm.
strengthen it.
Okay, okay, in that way. Okay, thank you
Yeah,
for that. Thank you for clarifying that one. And one
yeah.
more thing, one question, to send you, to you to assess a child what he is good at and what are his skill sets. What are the report you needed, Gayatri?
I didn't tell it properly in a elaborative manner. I forgot to tell. I need a
Mm-hmm.
previous case history. First, case history, family history, and
Okay.
generic details. I want a medical report, a proper
Okay.
assessment. You took upon in the academic skills. No, I don't
Ah,
want any IQ and all for my. I want a
okay.
proper assessment checklist. I mean, assessment for the child, then I will take upon with the vocational skill pattern, because how the medical history was there, how this is,
Uh-huh.
how it was, I mean, any medicines he was prescribed, any
Uh-huh.
illness he faced. So the proper pattern of up to 18 years, what are all the records? You have medical history, the
Okay.
family history you have. So
Okay.
these two and proper psychological assessment, psychiatric assessment. That is enough for me.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That is enough.
So that is enough for you to take into your pre-occasional
Taking,
training
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. Yes,
identifying
yes.
the skills and to build on it.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, 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 definitely. So if somebody come back to us, definitely we will get in touch with you. Yeah,
Sure.
thank you. Participants, is there any other questions? You can post it. We can take another two last questions. Or if anybody has, they can come on mic and they can ask Gayatri ma'am question now. So thank you note will be conveyed by Naina. Naina, you there? Can you take over?
Yeah, yeah, thank you, Indu. Yeah, a very big thank you for Embrace team, and very big thank you for Gayatri ma'am, who made an effort to share her knowledge with us. Sincere thanks to volunteers who are working behind screen to make this all happen. Heartfelt thanks to participants who took their time to attend the webinar. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Gayatri ma'am, that you gave us. Definitely, it was a great session where you shared your knowledge of many things. So
Mm.
definitely, we will get back to you, parents. If parents have any queries and all, we will
Yeah.
get in touch with you. And participants, please don't get disheartened due to time constraints. Gayatri ma'am is not able to answer all of your questions. If you have anything, please write to us at embraceherchin.com. So you will get an answer once Gayatri ma'am reply us back. Thanks everyone. Thank you one and all. Good evening.
Thank,
Have a good day.
thank you. Thank you very much, Team Rest Team, for giving excellent timing actually for the excellent participants. I'm ready to work on with the Embrace Team. Any help? Yes, I can give you the support. Any parent, don't worry, we are all there. But only one request to the parents: don't market first of all, and don't go with them. I mean, go to the proper professionals. That is my request from my side, because lot of people like professionals, they are playing with your emotions. That I don't want to touch upon, but always I will finish like this only. Don't, somebody is playing on your emotions, don't go to us, don't go there. And 1 lakh rupees when you give, it was cured, please, that also you don't go. It is my humble request. Everything, it is your sixth finger in your hand, so either you have to cut, you have to be safe. Okay, it is my humble request. And thank you, Embrace team, who all worked for this, for bringing it a great success. Thank you very much. Thank you, participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Gayatri. Thank you so
Okay,
much. Yeah.
thank you. How I will end.
You can just